another 24 hours, it will be time again to observe the anniversary of Nigeria's independence since 1960. Today, being the eve of the independence anniversary, it was marked with prayers from church leaders in various Christian churches of the Federation. At the Oyo State Government House Chapel in Ibadan, many important dignitaries were found worshipping, including the families of the Oyo State Military Governor, Lieutenant Colonel Oladayo Popola, and Police Commissioner Mr. Achibong Nkara. Special music and hymns were supplied by the Okebala Baptist Church Choir, followed by special prayer for the federal and state military governments and then the people of Nigeria.
For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. But thou then not be afraid of the power. Do what which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same.
The only scripture reading of the service was read by Lieutenant Colonel Oladayo Popola, followed by a sermon from Reverend Dr. S.T. Olakonde of the Nigerian Baptist Convention. His sermon, in form of a message, was entitled Nigeria, a Nation in Search of Its True Destiny. In it, Reverend Dr. Akonde claimed that the image of Nigeria as an independent nation as portrayed to the world has not been as inspiring and elevating as people with a sense of morality would have expected. He lamented that since independence, most of the leaders to whom power was bequeathed were only concerned with enriching themselves, as many colluded with foreigners in a bid to siphon millions of naira in foreign currencies away from this country. He added that while many people were hungry because of the rising inflation and poverty, nepotism also played a great part in determining who got employment. Reverend Dr. Akonde claimed that while religious sentiments are sensitive issues in this country, it is expected that the federal and state military governments shall not give preferential treatment to one religious group over another, as this could create problems for the country. He said if the federal military government could place order for thousands of rams to enable the Muslims buy cheap meat to celebrate Eid al-Kabir, the same government should be ready to order turkeys for the Christians to be used for their Christmas celebrations in December this year. Reverend Dr. Akonde added, while the military rule in the country is seen as a corrective form of government, it should regard criticisms as motivation to go on and establish Nigeria on a strong and united national basis.
The ultimate result of all this was that our pride as a nation, which came upon us on October 1, 1960, and our economic buoyancy, which the merciful God allowed to us, and our claim as the leading nation in Africa was lost, and we sank into the depth of degradation. We must define the ideal of life that we prize and follow it in word and deed. It is not enough to say that we need honest and fearless statesmen to lead us out of predicament. Each one of us must be such fearless and honest men. It is not enough to say that we want God to bring peace. We must each determine to remove the spirit of hate, bitterness, division, vengeance, and rejoicing over the sorrows of others.
As we celebrate this 24th anniversary of our country in a subdued sobriety, it is the hope of Nigerians that the Jubilee celebration will bring smile to our faces with more jobs, rosy cheeks, and of course a more disciplined society. Governor Popola had one or two words for Nigerians, especially the people of Oyo State, after the church service.
We should all work harder for a prosperous nation.
We are celebrating in a rather low-key manner. Is there any particular reason for doing so?
Well, in the mood of the nation makes us to feel that this should be the best way to. We should all sit down and reflect on our past.
Today's service of Thanksgiving for the 24th independence anniversary of the Federal Republic of Nigeria at the Government House Chapel was not without questions. What does the annual ritual of that ceremonious observance mean to our people? What relevance does it have on our country, especially in view of all false starts we have made since what may well be termed as sequered history? There is definitely a great power in a resolution that has no reservation, much as our leaders should realize that the formation of a goal is a prerequisite to genuine success. Every Nigerian must make a resolution today in order to set our goals and find ways on how best to go about them as we are starting our 25th year of existence. From the Government House Chapel, Dr. Wanibokun, TSOS News.